Yeah, some of you heard that it was really the convention in St. Louis that I sort of got inspired to try and get the Terre Haute branch going again. It had faded, it had not disbanded. There was one person still listed as being a member of the branch, and I said, well, who the heck is that? Well, it was me. Because I'm also the college university rep to ISU, and so I was just kind of there on the rolls. Well, good. Well, as a member of one, I want to change the name and make it more inclusive. And the board said, great. And so that's how, and the national said, great. And so the Terre Haute branch became the AAUW of the Wabash Valley, which was totally coincidental because now I come first before the Anderson branch.
She did that.
Yeah. So right now, we're still what I call in a reform stage. We do have 8 members. We communicate with them online. They are currently all faculty at ISU. We also have some e-student affiliates, and I keep them on a mailing list, and then I have a giant distribution list that people get. Hello, you're going to go on this AAUW information list. If you want me to take you off, I will, but I'm going to send you things about AAUW every now and then, whether you want me to or not. I'd like you to join, but you still need to know what's going on with AAUW. And nobody's ever told me to take them off of it yet. So that goes around to people on campus and out into the community as well. So I was minding my own business when the state board said, well, we'd like to have this summer meeting in Terre Haute. And I thought, oh, okay. So it's actually kind of at an interesting time of year because ISU starts on a Wednesday. It starts on, I got the Sycamore Spirit Award this last year. I almost got beat up by Pat Malone there, so we're going to compete next year. If you possibly went to Indiana State University but haven't been there in, let's say, 5 or more years, you will be shocked at the true beauty of the campus that's been going on. The giant figure there is outside of our beautiful new Student Recreation Center. The library is the same library that it's been since 1973, but the interior of it has totally changed. And where you will be if you come in August to the library events area, once upon a time, and for most of its history, it was the technical services area. And then we started repurposing the building like a lot of libraries do, unless you happen to have about $28 million out there so that we can build a new library.
Are we going to be on campus for our meeting?
Absolutely, you're going to be in my library.
Yay.
And it's been my library for 26 years, so I like it there. So we have our dean is Alberta Comer. I said the state AAUW would like to have its summer meeting there. Can we use the space? And she thought it was a, quote, great idea. And so we have the space reserved on that Saturday, which will be the first Saturday after school begins. Friday, August 26th, is Women's Equality Day, year 91, after we received the vote. And so we'll be there on campus the day after Women's Equality Day, and actually before some events that we're going to do on campus on that Monday, the 29th, to celebrate things. But there might actually be some reasons that we might want you to stay or think about staying overnight. Now, don't anybody go crazy. Those of you that are going, I can't believe I've stayed here this long today, and she's talking about coming to Terre Haute and actually spending the night. There are several reasons, and we haven't put together the final program yet, but the menu will be good, and again, we'll have some things, maybe a Friday, Saturday night, some things if you wanted to come that way. I'm thinking about Sunday and brunch at St. Mary of the Woods campus, which is one of the most prettiest campuses you'll ever see, and a really great brunch. We do have 2 downtown hotels, and that's kind of unique. One of the other things too, I know there are people in this room, I had a lady next to me at lunch, she said, where is Terre Haute? And okay. If you haven't been to Terre Haute in a while, to the downtown, there are some very interesting things to do. And at a minimum, you'll want to sit down next to Max Ehrmann, who of course wrote a very famous poem called Desiderata. Go placidly, you are a child of the universe, it is your right to be here. That's a Terre Haute lawyer turned poet, and he's sitting on a bench downtown now. That was just nominated. So there's lots of things to think about, maybe coming and spending a little quality time in West Central Indiana. We're rebuilding some campus things, and we'll have a spiffy program for you in August.